Welcome to the Scottish Football Roundup. Here's a quick look at what's coming up this week. 5-star Livingston apply pressure at the top of the Championship table. And Athletics bring a shock at Gallop Bank, putting 5 past League One champions Arbroath. While a big weekend for East Fife sees the gap at the top of League 2 reduced to 1 point. We kick off in West Lothian, where Livingston welcomed fellow promotion chasers Ayr United.
Comes back to McGowan, who gets it out wide. Lewis Smith keen to cut in on that left foot, finds the pass instead. Pittman lays off to Kelly, gets the shot away, deflected! And Livingston make the early breakthrough in West Lothian. Stephen Kelly, courtesy of a huge deflection. It's Livingston coming forward, Montano trying to clip in. Can he get there before the keeper? He can, he's taken out, penalty! Well, Livingston do have that chance to make it 2-0 as Harry Stone clatters into Christian Montano. Muirhead against Stone. Straight down the middle. Muirhead with the long throw, bouncing in the box. Could drop to Kelly on the volley! 3-0 to Livingston. And that might be that. Lewis Smith. It's a quieter second half, as have most of Livingston's attackers. This could be a chance if Teti Yengi gets on the end of the ball. Nice touch, Danny Finlayson's there. Drills it across. Montano! 4-0 to Livingston. The icing firmly on the cake now. Second place in the Championship is theirs. Yengi work to McAleer, crosses. United should be able to get this away. It drops from McAleer on the left foot. Fantastic number 5. Rhys McAleer can barely believe that. And it's the perfect way for Livingston to seal this game.
Adams into Miller. Miller again has space on the inside, feeds it through, looking for Scott Arfield, big chance. Well closed out by Josh Ray. Mackie's throw, finds Ethan Ross, who rolls his man, gets beyond another. Finds Calvin Miller, big chance! And Calvin Miller opens the scoring for Falkirk with a typically composed finish. Easton threads the ball through for Lewis Vaughan. Vaughan towards goal, goes for goal, and Hogarth makes a big save, and Sean Mackie across. Miller, shot to Spencer. Miller again. Fire right back into his feet. Can he find the angle? Might still go. He might go all the way. It's Calvin Miller with the shot, which breaks for Ethan Ross. And what a save from Josh Ray. Henderson onto Oliver. Sets it for Tate in a tangle. And a man on his shoulder just didn't know about it. Sean Mackie, a sliding challenge which he did miss. That's a yellow card for Sean Mackie. Back to the captain Brown. Neat football from Rovers is Doherty is fouled, and Sean Mackie receives his second yellow on a red card. Hanlon will get another go. Deep into Falkirk territory it goes. Byrne. Tips to Marsh. Now Connolly takes it away from Miller. Clips it into the area. Up goes Fordyce. There's Marsh! And it's level late at the Falkirk Stadium. Big header from Lang. McKeever touches it on to Nesbitt. Could there be a chance for Falkirk? Miller into the box, it's Miller! And Ray did well. Now it's Wraith Rovers trying to find a winner. Vaughan lifts it in. Hanlon brings it down. It's Hanlon! And Wraith Rovers have stolen it at the death. The 10 men of Falkirk just couldn't hold on. Marsh now breaks into the Falkirk box. Wraith are looking for a third. Vaughan goes down and wins a penalty. It's Dylan Easton. And it's Falkirk 1, Wraith Rovers 3. The team from Kirkcaldy are heading back over the fourth with all 3 points.
Accies came into this one desperate for a win after a midweek points deduction put them in a precarious position. The first chance of the game coming to Ollie Shaw, who was kept out by Callum Ferry. Queen's Park were also desperate for points to try and end their recent losing streak. Good running from young Timam Scott here, whose shot was well beaten away by Dean Linus. Accies would apply pressure in the Queen's Park box midway through the half, with Nikolai Todorov seemingly nodding the hosts in front. The goal ruled out though for a foul on Ferry. The home side were certainly the brighter of the two throughout the first period. A neat touch from striker Shaw, creating a big chance before being stopped by a flying Ferry save. The second half would see Queen's Park come out with a point to prove. Some smart passing play creating a big chance in the Accies box, as young attacker Scott was denied by Linus from point blank range. While Accies would go from one end to the other in rapid fashion to create an opening of their own. Shaw being held up by the Queen's Park defence and his eventual shot held by Ferry. Queen's Park attacker Scott continued to be a thorn in the side of Accies all afternoon. He showed quick feet to get a shot away from a tight angle, but again couldn't beat Linus. But neither side was able to find that opening goal, and it ended 0-0 at New Douglas Park. Hamilton Accies seeing relegation to League One confirmed following their 15-point deduction in midweek for breaching SPFL rules pending an appeal. Dunfermline knew that a win in this one could potentially secure their championship safety. The Pars with some good early work at East End Park. An early chance coming from a Chris Kane cross. Matty Todd's header drifting wide of the post. Partick Thistle knew that a win could take them a step closer to securing a playoff place. Aidan Fitzpatrick with the Jags' first big chance, well stopped by Toby Oluwayemi. Thistle would continue to build momentum from this free kick situation. Sean Kelly's effort well closed out by the Dunfermline defence. Into the second half, and another free kick would present a big chance, this time for the hosts. Chris Hamilton's back post header denied only by the woodwork. And the woodwork would soon come to Dunfermline's rescue. Brian Graham's close range effort kept out by the crossbar. With Stephen Lawless closed out by the Pars defence. Thistle keeping the attack bubbling before it would eventually fizzle out as Oluwayemi smothered the danger. Big chances were popping up at both ends, with both sides desperate to snatch the points. David Witherspoon racing through for the Pars, with his shot well stopped by David Mitchell. 0-0 the final score, with neither side making the breakthrough. Airdrie aimed to strengthen their survival hopes when they welcomed Morton to the Albert Bartlett Stadium. The Diamonds with an early attack as Gavin Gallagher fired off target. An early free kick would present Morton's first big chance. The ball breaking after a scramble in the area, with Grant Gillespie's shot well saved by Kate Melrose. Morton's debutant goalkeeper Sam Murdoch would send a long kick forward on 34 minutes. His bouncing ball found Tommy Adeloye, who kept his cool to slot home the opening goal. And the away side would push to add to their lead before half-time. Ali Crawford with good work down the left, with the ball eventually making its way back to the midfielder, whose strike was well beaten away by Airdrie keeper Melrose. Into the second period, and Morton would continue to look bright in attack. A good opportunity being presented to Michael Garrity, whose curling effort went narrowly wide of the post. Morton kept on pushing in search of a second goal. Midfielder Crawford doing well to pick out Adeloye, whose first-time strike ended up steering well off target. Airdrie though would have a late opportunity to snatch a leveller. Tidy play in and around the box, finding Chris Mockery, whose shot was saved by Murdoch to preserve a debut clean sheet. Here's a look at how the weekend's action has changed the William Hill Championship table. The gap at the top is reduced to 3 points following a win for Livingston and a defeat for Falkirk, while a 0-0 draw with Queen's Park saw Hamilton Accies relegated following their 15-point deduction for breaching SPFL rules in midweek, pending an appeal. Now into League One, where the champions headed south to Galabank. Arbroath hope to continue their title celebrations when they travelled south to Annan. The Lichties starting brightly, with Billy King opening the scoring inside 17 minutes. Annan though would aim to spring a quick response. A well-worked corner kick on 31 minutes, finding Paul Smith, who swept home the equaliser. The home side knew that a result in this match could be huge in their fight for survival. Annan being handed a big chance on 39 minutes, when referee Lloyd Wilson pointed to the spot after a tangle in the area. Player-manager Willie Gibson would see his penalty kick well saved by Jack McConnell, only for Tommy Muir to follow up and slot home the rebound. Into the second period, and the home side were hungry to add to their advantage. Ryan Muir with good work down the right on 61 minutes. His flighted cross being bundled home by Tommy Muir for his second. And things just kept going right for the home team. 72 minutes on the clock when Luca Ross picked the ball up from deep and drove at the Arbroath defence. Neat feet from the attacker and a fine finish for 4-1. Annan were relentless in this one and continued to pile on the pressure in search of a fifth. 79 minutes gone when Arbroath keeper McConnell was caught off guard, with the ball making its way back to Ross, who kept cool and curled home his second. A pair of Aaron Brown bookings would see Annan reduced to 10 late in the day, but it was smiles all round for the Galabankies after an excellent home display. Cally Thistle travelled to Oakle View, aiming to bounce back after last weekend's defeat. Midfielder Adam McKinnon with the first sight of goal, but dragging the effort wide. After a first half of few clear-cut chances, things would open up more in the second. The away team finding striker Billy Mackay on 56 minutes, who supplied a fantastic finish for 1-0. Mackay would continue to be Cally's main attacking threat as they pushed for a second goal. The Northern Irishman latching on to a loose ball in the area, but being denied by a smart stop from Darren Jamieson. Stenhousemuir would begin to pose more of an attacking threat midway through the second period. Striker Matty Aitken with a bustling run before being kept out by goalkeeper Marcus Gill. The Warriors had shifted the momentum in their favour as they battled to find an equalising goal. Fullback Ross Meekin drifting in from the left and going for goal, but Gill keeping hold of the ball. But the home team were undeterred and kept on creating openings. A free kick in added time causing problems in the Cally box, with Charlie Gilmore getting the unfortunate touch as an own goal ensured a share of the spoils at Oakle View.
Anderson tries to send it in. Moore looking for a way round. McIntyre's shot! It's a beauty! Goes round the keeper. Celtic kick things off with an early goal. Celtic Hearts 1, Queen of the South 0. McCarville with a good touch. It's a low-driven shot from the number 8 to draw the scores level. Celtic Hearts 1, Queen of the South 1. McIntyre sends it out to Owens. Sends it over to Mercer. Tries to play it through the legs. Oh, there. It's a poor touch, and now Queen of the South have a chance to break. Flatman chases him down. Shot soft though. Queen of the South take the lead. It's Celtic Hearts 1, Queen of the South 2. Ball's played through, it's a chance here. And that's it, Queen of the South 3, Celtic 1.
Dumbarton will have been buoyed after last weekend's 6-0 win over Celtic Hearts, but found themselves in early bother at Links Park as Owen Sturton broke through and was fouled in the box, winning Montrose a penalty kick. 20 minutes on the clock and Sturton stepped up to take. The striker kept out by a brilliant Shea Kelly save. The Suns keeper though penalised for encroachment, with the spot kick ordered to be retaken. Take 2 from Sturton, who again saw his penalty met by a save from Kelly. The ball though bouncing off the woodwork, with the striker able to tap home the rebound. Dumbarton would create a good chance of their own before the half-time break. 41 minutes gone, when smart link-up play in and around the box set up Carlo Pignatello to level the scores. Into the second half, and it was Dumbarton now hunting down a lead. A free kick on 63 minutes, leading to a foul in the box, with Suns winning a penalty kick of their own. Penalty kick duties were left to the experienced Tony Wallace. He strode forward and tucked it beyond Cammy Gill for 2-1. Both sides had their chances in this one, and Montrose would create another from an 84th minute corner kick. A powerful header from Aidan Quinn levelling the scores once again, as it ended 2-2 in Angus. Cove Rangers knew that a win at home to Alloa could secure their place in the promotion playoffs. The first big opportunity falling to striker Mitch Megginson, whose shot was easily gathered by PJ Morrison. The home side were well on top in the early going at the Balmoral Stadium and pushing for the opener. A well-placed cross finding Fraser Fivey in the area, whose header was caught by Morrison. Cove Rangers kept on pushing and would eventually make the breakthrough in fortuitous circumstances. A misplaced clearance by Alloa's Cammy O'Donnell, curling into the top corner on the stroke of half-time. Into the second half, and Alloa would come out fighting. O'Donnell looking to make amends for his own goal and picking up space outside the Cove box, but his shot curling just over the top. Alloa's strong start to the second half would continue though, with the Wasps creating another good chance soon enough. 65 minutes gone when Magnus McKenzie bagged his second goal in as many games. Having been pegged back, Paul Hartley's Cove Rangers would press to re-establish their lead. A cute pass into the box finding Adam Emsley, who was well closed down by Alloa keeper Morrison. And the Wasps believed that they could snatch all 3 points on the road. Space opening up in the middle of the park for Curtis Roberts, who went for goal, only to be denied by Nick Suman. Chances kept coming for both teams, with the biggest opportunity to win the match coming for Cove late in the day. Blair Yule being played in on goal, but shaving the outside of the post as it ended level at the Balmoral Stadium. Let's check in on how things stand in the William Hill League One table. Queen of the South are up to third following an impressive away win over Kelty Hearts. While Annan Athletics' shock 5-1 win over Arbroath has the Galabankies within 1 point of 8th place Inverness Cally Thistle. Now we head into League 2, where the league leaders travel to Borough Briggs. Peterhead's form has been excellent of late, but it was the home side who looked brightest early on at Borough Briggs. A 12th minute free kick presenting the game's first big chance, as Jack Murray headed Elgin City in front. And the home team would continue to impress throughout the first half. Their next big opening coming from good work down the left on 17 minutes. The ball finding its way into the area, with keeper Stuart McKenzie unable to claim, as Russell Dingwall took advantage for 2-0. Peterhead would aim to turn things around, but find themselves on the back foot once again as Elgin launched a counter-attack. Ryan Sargent with excellent hold-up play before bringing Mark Gallagher into proceedings. His work ended with the ball breaking back to Sargent, who made it 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Elgin City were excellent in this one and fully deserving of their goals. The home team going on to further add to their lead late in the second half. A tidy cutback from Dingwall finding Dylan Gavin to slot home the fourth on 84 minutes. A huge result for Elgin, and one which opened the door in the title hunt. East Fife knew that they needed a win in this one to keep their title hopes alive. The hosts taking just 9 minutes to open the scoring through Nathan Austin. The Fifers were well on top in the opening exchanges of this one, with Dick Campbell's side pressing to double their advantage early on. The home side working the ball around the Stirling Albion box in the 29th minute, with a neat pass finding Austin in the area, whose first time finish made it 2-0. The pressure was relentless from the home side throughout the first half. Brilliant, persistent running from Adam Laref presenting East Fife's next chance. The ball breaking back to Austin, who couldn't complete the hat-trick. The chances kept on coming for the East Fife striker, who seemed determined to make it a treble. A loose header breaking for Austin again, who narrowly missed the top corner. The away side would show more attacking endeavour after the half-time break. Their best chance of the half coming through Ricky Waugh, who was well kept out by Liam McFarlane. East Fife picking up 3 valuable points on home turf. Bonnyrigg Rose knew that a result at Station Park could be crucial to their prospective survival hopes. The Rose winning a 29th minute penalty kick as Kieran McGackie was fouled in the area. It was Neil Martinuke to step forward from 12 yards. He sent Mark McCallum the wrong way and opened the scoring. Into the second period, and the home side were on the hunt for a leveller. A ball into the Bonnyrigg box causing mayhem, with Forfar players adamant they should have had a penalty kick. But the away team did enough to fend off the pressure and went on the hunt for a second goal themselves. 68 minutes gone when an excellent delivery picked out Cameron Ross to head home for 2-0. Forfar though kept on fighting and believed that they could launch a late turnaround. Some tenacious challenges outside the Rolls box, seeing the ball break for Kieran Ingles, who was denied by a top stop from Paddy Martin, as the away side picked up their first win since February.
Bit of a chance to run with. Oh, it's good change
Nice ball to
certainly
Ekrapont
was.
from Docherty. Here is Ekrapont, that was Russell, of course. Guthrie. Ooh. Darren Lang gets a touch on it. Cut McKnight. Docherty's there.
The ball.
Yep. Docherty goes past Mitchell, sends the cross in. Guthrie.
What's a goal? It's Max Guthrie.
43rd minute. Max Guthrie.
Yeah, somersault, Max. There we go.
In front. Now,
good.
Guthrie does well to bring that down.
Certainly did.
Russell feeds it through to Lang. First touch. Oh, and it's in!
Goal! Bang, bang! Get it, Lang with number 2.
Now, Hamilton out wide to Robertson. He's going to get the cross in. And that's punched away bravely by Lane. And again, double save from Lane as he denies substitute Shea Scally. Mitchell chases this one, he'll get there. Matty Grant between him and the goal. And he gets away from Grant. Daramola returns it to Quinn Mitchell. Good progress up the left by City. Here's Jones. Mitchell again, ball's in the box. Ooh, it comes out to Scally, who'll try again. And again, he's denied by Josh Lane. Twice in as many minutes, the Stranraer keeper denies Shea Scally. Robertson launches it forward. Cross misses his touch, Daramola's in, and it's saved again by Josh Lane. City just can't get by Stranraer's number 1 this afternoon, or number 13 rather.
Very uncut.
What you call me?
I think it was fair enough actually.
I think it was fair enough. Now, Jones, and again, this time at full stretch now, falls to the sub. And Callum Pitt can't get the ball back to Stokes, and Stranraer are off the hook there. Stranraer man of the match. Grant sends that in the middle. Edgar, I thought he'd get a header on that. Brings it down though. Grant, and that is a really good save, you have to say, by Dean Beveridge, denying Matty Grant. Now, Harry Mitchell feeds Matty Grant. Matty Grant returns it. Into Edgar. Elliot Dunlop. And how did that not go in?
The keeper, I think, saved it.
Yeah, if it was Beveridge, it was a great
he done well,
save.
Clyde travelled to the capital, aiming for their first win in April. The Bully Wee working a half chance from outside the area, with Darren Lyon's strike well held by Blair Carswell. Spartans know that they need to keep on picking up results to keep their hopes of reaching the playoffs alive. The home team with some neat passing play to open up an angle for James Craigan to shoot, his effort drifting just wide of the goal. Slack play from the away team would lead to the next chance for Spartans. Logan Dunnicky with a loose touch, which was pounced upon by Jamie Dishington. The Spartans attacker, though, unable to beat Clyde's Robbie Henfrey. Spartans would continue to build forward momentum heading into the second period. The home side with dogged work just outside the Clyde box, with the ball into the area presenting a big chance. The ball bouncing off the post, with Cammy Russell capitalising on 58 minutes. And the home team would continue to flex their attacking muscles as they aimed to double their advantage. 81 minutes gone when a neat ball found Dishington in the area, who showed excellent skill and composure to fire home Spartans' second. A brilliant 2-0 win for Dougie Samuel's side. And finally, here's a look at the latest standings in William Hill League 2. It's game on in the title race, with just 1 point separating Peterhead and East Fife ahead of next weekend's massive match at Balmoor. while a huge win in Angus keeps Bonnyrigg Rose's hopes of avoiding the relegation playoff alive. That's all for this week. Join us next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.